But I still don't understand why we can't grow our sub count. It's been 6 months.
We're cute and heavy metal and horror. Who doesn't want to watch that?
My employers have a keen interest in this property in particular. They think it's a unique location.
They sent somebody out here a few years ago to close the place. They're talking about opening it back up now?
There may have been some oversight in the previous inspection.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else is hearing audio twice, but that's definitely a StreamYard problem. What is happening?
I'm not hearing audio twice.
Hello? Nobody's hearing an echo?
Yeah.
Is that just me? What's
Nah.
happening? What's happening?
I don't know. Audience, are you hearing an echo?
Anybody
Chat?
hearing an echo? I've heard an echo the entire time. That's why.
Do you have
that's why-
multiple windows open?
No, well, yeah, but it's all bloody disgusting.
Is anybody else hearing?
John Connor says tech dysfunction. Didn't get to see Hellgate trailer. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I kept
Yeah, I
hearing
know. It
like
started
a double.
playing and then
I kept hearing a double, and then so I stopped it and just moved on because I couldn't find out where it was playing from. So I just moved on to the intro music, and the intro music started doubling up too. I don't know what happened. I don't have the only thing I have. I mean,
are you still
Dang
hearing
it.
second audio?
I was so ready. I was so ready this time.
Yeah, they're saying
Oh.
audio is great. Like it sounds
No, they're saying
normal
the
on
audio's
my
good.
end. Like
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
sounds clear and good.
All right. You know what? We're doing this.
But I still don't understand why we can't grow our sub count. It's been 6 months.
We're cute and heavy metal and horror. Who doesn't want to watch that?
My employers have a keen interest in this property in particular. They think it's a unique location.
They sent somebody out here a few years ago to close the place. They're talking about opening it back up now?
There may have been some oversight in the previous inspection.
Let me take a picture of you.
Right now?
It'll be good for the podcast. Here, let me get that headstone behind you.
So there was just a person in the graveyard with us last night.
Stacy, this is a ghost.
You're trying to commune with the dead.
I'm not seeing shit, Stacy. Shit's happening to me.
I'm starting to think that Lillian and I are being haunted.
It's starting to feel just like the band all over again.
You want to explain to me what we just did?
There's something going on in that graveyard.
I've warned you over and over again, and you still wouldn't stay the hell away from here.
I need to know if what I'm seeing is real or not.
All right. Hey, Hey, what's up, everybody? It is 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 or 1 a.m. over there across the pond, and 10:36 a.m. in strange Aussie land. This is the Death Rattle Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Remark, and with me, my co-host, Mr. Kanan Becker. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing? How was your week?
My week was actually awesome. I had a great week. I had a great Monday. And the Monday has just been, it's set the tone for the week. And I have been extremely busy because of that, but I couldn't be happier. So
yeah, you can't publicly share any of that information yet, right?
I cannot right now. I am,
but you got some big news in the pipeline. We'll just say that.
So eventually, hopefully within the next month or two, I'll be able to share a little bit of news. I can tease that it is about the next movie. So I can tease that. So it is about the next movie. The next movie, my second feature film, is underway. That's
super exciting.
That's the news that I can tease, and then I can give details hopefully later on. But 30 people in the chat so far. What is up, guys? It's only 10 minutes and we got 30 people. I love it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please. And sharing the show out. But thanks for Darren saying it's 8:36 a.m. Darren, you're the one that said it was 10:36 a.m. the last time. What's going on over there?
Maybe they have some version of daylight savings time too.
Yeah, they have.
So like I don't know. I think they just kind of decide what time it is each day. They'll just be like, what time do we feel like it is right now? Okay, that's what time it is.
It's that time. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Livewire says, DJ, they asked you to direct Jeff the Killer. No, they didn't, but we will be talking about that today. We'll
their town clock, they have a Sharpie and they just write down.
That's what
a dry erase board.
There's this Google Adelaide, bro. No, I'm not Googling that. I'm just gonna let you tell me, Darren. Every time you're in the you're in the chat, you just tell me what time it is over
whatever
there.
Time,
and I'll just
whatever
say
time your dry erase board says.
Yeah, I'll just say that's the time. That's it. But
whatever time it is for Darren.
So thanks. So thanks everybody for showing up. We got some news today. First off, let's just not get this out of the way, but let's just rip this Band-Aid off. Horror legend Reggie Bannister has passed.
Yeah.
And I know this is probably pretty this hits close to home for you since Phantasm is your favorite series.
Yeah, and I met Don Coscarelli last year and we were talking about Reggie because Reggie was already in he was already struggling with health issues then. So like he's been kind of on his way out for a while. But it just sucks. Cause he had what was it? I forget. But he was hospitalized for like quite a while, like over a year. So yeah, but he had a good life and he was a legend, man. Like one of the coolest, and I never met him, but everybody I know that met him always raves about that. He was like one of those famous people that had no idea they were famous. Like he just acted like the most regular person, never ever acted like, ooh, check me out. So he was a really cool guy.
Well, I can read putting the comments up on the screen now for him, and I'll go and read this. Or just read this article. This is from Bloody Disgusting. It says, horror icon, thanks to his fan favorite role as Reggie in Don Coscarelli's multi-decade Phantasm franchise, actor Reggie Bannister has passed away at the age of 80 years old. And 80 is a ripe old age. Especially if you lived a good life. That's
he was also a very talented musician. A lot of people don't know that, but he was very talented, recorded music and stuff too. So
nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A personal friend of Coscarelli's, Bannister first played the badass ice cream man Reggie in the original Phantasm back in 1979, later reprising the role in Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, Phantasm 4, Oblivion, and Phantasm Ravager.
Yeah, he was the only one that was in all of them.
His iconic role in the Phantasm movies made a horror icon out of Reggie Bannister, who amassed over 50 film and television credits in the wake of the original horror classic. Bannister also appeared in Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation, Wishmaster. Oh, he was in Wishmaster. Bubba Hotep, The Mangler Reborn, Cemetery Gates, The Rage, Dr. Spine, Bone Jangles, and Killer Waves 2. Don Coscarelli wrote on social media, I lost my hero yesterday. I'm very sorry to report that my dear friend and collaborator Reggie Bannister died yesterday at age 80. Quote, in the Phantasm series, only Reggie could turn a simple role as an ice cream vendor sidekick into an unlikely action hero for the ages. Coscarelli's tribute continues. He channeled himself into that role. All the fans who met him at the horror conventions could attest that in person, Reg was cool, funny, loyal, and steadfast. Reggie the character was Reggie the friend. In real life, he embodied all the qualities of his character in Phantasm, and no one questioned that Reg was that guy, the one willing to lay his body down on the fires of hell for his friends. Coscarelli also notes along the way, Reggie kept up his music, releasing many well-received albums. He also partnered with his wife, Gigi Bannister, in a successful entertainment production company, Production Magic Incorporated, producing live event, musical, and film projects. That's cool. And then there's the full tribute with a picture. And there's the picture that we used. That was the coolest for him was Phantasm 2. Like with the triple barrel shotgun. Or was it quad? It's 3, right? Yeah, it's triple barrel. And he just was so badass in that movie. It was so fun. So rest in peace, Reggie Bannister. Just getting these comments up here. Let me just get through here. We have a gas station, like a gas pump emoji. Brain Vomit says, hope a circle is celebrating his life. I got to interview his wife a couple of times, and she was the sweetest lady I interviewed for the whole festival. Oh, that's cool, Brain Vomit. Which festival? Livewire says, isn't Mr. Bone Jangles a Bob Dylan song? I don't know.
No, it's Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, I think, Bojang, not Bone Jangles.
Yeah, Bone Jangles is different.
John Connor says it was a 4-barrel shot.
Bone Jangles is a movie. That's what I was saying. Is it 4? I was thinking
Oh, the movie was Gas.
I thought it was 3.
I don't remember. I honestly, I think I've only ever seen not Wishmaster. I think I've only ever seen Phantasm 1 and 2. I don't think I've seen all of them. Oh, it's for Street Fest. Cool. That's cool. That's cool, Brain Vomit.
Yeah, the second one is the movie that most people like.
Yeah, that's the one that that's
like the most, like, you know.
Yeah.
It is 4 because it's literally just 2 shotguns side by side. I couldn't remember because there's another shotgun in another horror movie but I don't remember what that is. Where it's like the V-shaped shotgun thing. I forget what horror movie that is. Where they make like that. It's like I forget. What is that? What movie is that?
I don't know. While you're looking it up, though.
Yeah, I talked about that again this week.
I found it. I'm gonna clip that from the actual trailer, guys. But I was thinking of it, so there you go. I'm just gonna every now and again it's just gonna pop up, and I'm just gonna have him go. All right. Let's see. What are we going to next? Jeff the Killer or Crystal Lake? What do you want to talk about?
Go to Jeff the Killer.
Okay. I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna give my thoughts. So this is from Bloody Disgusting. Jeff the Killer horror movie in the works based on viral creepypasta. Internet-born nightmares are all the rage in the wake of Kane Parsons' Backrooms hitting big at the box office. And up next, we're getting a Jeff the Killer horror movie adaptation. The Wrap exclusively reports this morning that Tongle and filmmaker Savannah Moss are joining forces to bring the creepypasta tale of Jeff the Killer to the big screen. And they want your help to make it all happen. The idea behind Tongle is to allow creators to actively take part in the projects. Over on Tongle's website, you can submit your written ideas for Jeff's motivation, vibe, and killing technique. The upcoming Jeff the Killer movie will be Tongle's first feature-length horror movie. Tongle explains Jeff the Killer is a foundational figure of the creepypasta genre. Horror urban legends that emerged across the early internet. Now, Tongle and Savannah are collaborating to turn Jeff the Killer into a movie. And our first step is to ask our awesome communities to help us establish what makes him tick. I mean, kill. Quote, I grew up reading Jeff the Killer and all of the creepypasta horror stories, so there's definitely a nostalgic connection for me, Savannah Moss tells The Wrap. I've even used Jeff in some of my Fever Dream videos in the past. It's so crazy to fast forward to now and actually have the opportunity to turn this character into a feature film. What I've always loved about Jeff is how much of the character was built by the internet. Jeff stuck with people and became an internet icon. Now there are so many different versions of his story from people adding to it and reimagining it throughout the years. We have this unique opportunity to take the character everyone knows and loves and create a truly terrifying, grounded horror film while still staying true to Jeff's origin. Jeff the Killer was first introduced to the internet back in 2008. Wikipedia explains within the story surrounding the character, Jeff is the killer of a 13-year-old boy who goes insane and begins a killing spree after losing a fight and being burned by bullies. He is known for whispering the phrase, go to sleep, before killing his victims. Tongle is the proven platform where the world's leading brands and entertainment companies collaborate with creators to produce premium content for every screen. Previous feature films developed and produced with Tongle's creator community include the award-winning Pharrell Williams Lego biopic Piece by Piece, released in theaters in 2024. Savannah Moss has generated a cult following of over 15 million fans for her unique storytelling abilities. Best known for her Fever Dream style content, she has been recognized for her outstanding horror-inspired works, including her recent short Funny Bunny. And so that's the article.
Yeah.
Do you have thoughts?
I'm glad they're going the route that they're going because the original writing is pretty bad. Like it was very clearly written by someone that was young at the time, and it was like one of the very early creepypastas to like kind of take off. And so like when you read it now, you're like it's pretty cringy and like pretty bad. So like if you were to take that and try to make that directly into a movie, it wouldn't. I just think it wouldn't be all that great, but the character of Jeff the Killer and the ideas behind it and the way people ran with it. Like if you look up a lot of fan art and stuff, like there is some super creepy stuff that has been created. And so that's why I think it's important to kind of like take all that and the way it is in people's heads into making it instead of just being like used as source material, Plus, I'm sure legally there, like we were talking about before, it could get a little weird. Like, how do you credit it, the original artist? In a lot of this case, like a lot of them are anonymous.
So
like,
here's
Jeff the Killer might be one that we don't know who wrote it.
So my thoughts are, I have never seen this Savannah Moss. Is that her name?
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
I have never seen her stuff. She apparently has 15 million followers, which I think is a caveat to a lot of this. So I don't think, a lot of people are saying, oh, Hollywood, the studios are just going to go and they're just going to scrounge the internet for YouTube creators. No, they're not. They're going to try to find YouTube horror creators that have a huge following like Kane Parsons, like this Savannah Moss person. That's what they're going to do because they're lazy, right? Hollywood's lazy. And what they care most about is jumping on the YouTube creepypasta train with a built-in audience because they don't want to take any other risk. So if you have 15 million subscribers or followers or audience, whatever, then that's what in their eyes, that's at least I gotta do some quick math.
Yeah. Are they saying like 15 million across all her platforms? Cause like, I don't see where she has 15 million.
So if she has 15, let's just say across all platforms. So
it's gotta be because that must be a big amount on TikTok because she only has it still is a lot. Like, I'm not saying it's not a lot, but she's like in the couple million. She's like a little over 1 million on YouTube, a little over 1 million on TikTok.
Yeah, so it's probably 15
on
million.
Instagram. I
yeah,
think
it's probably
TikTok is
15 million
probably where
across the internet. Yeah. And so what studios are going to see is they're going to say, oh, that's 15 million followers. That means at least 1 million people are going to interact with this movie. If we're going by,
I think the first round will be that, but eventually they will start digging deeper and just going for, any viral things. Cause
I don't think
I think it's a combination of both. It is, if you can find, like right now, they're going to go for something that is viral and something that is connected to someone who has a following.
Yes.
But I think they're going to keep, like, smaller studios and things are going to, like, we'll start, because even this isn't like a big studio. So like, we're going to start seeing like a lot of different smaller studios and stuff.
Right. But
going for anybody and everybody.
Right. But they're just the first. Right.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing, like what Heather just asked, wasn't Steven Spielberg supposed to produce a YouTube horror creator to do a movie? Yes, he is.
She's got 11 million TikTok followers.
Yeah.
But that's what's kind of about the way they wrote that is kind of dumb, because her TikToks like are nothing to do with her storytelling.
It doesn't matter. It's her audience.
I know, but the way they worded that was like, she's got this, she's known for her storytelling, right? Like 15 million followers based, with their storytelling. It's like, well, actually, she's known as an influencer she's a TikToker that just does random ass, shit that pretty girls do on TikTok.
Right.
And then she is also has, YouTube and, like stuff where she tells stories.
Yeah. But again, they don't care about that. All they care about is that she has that audience. That
I'm talking about the way that was written.
Sure. Right. But again, I think it's written from the perspective of studios. Like, they're going to see, oh, this chick has 15 million followers. That's going to be at least 1 million people that are going to interact with this. And if it's good, even more. So like,
it looks like she has her own production kind of thing. Like, she has a management thing. So it's like, I think this is as much hers as, like, this is almost her making this more than a studio.
Well, I hope so.
So like, this kind of sounds like this is like, she probably has some money like in on this too.
She probably does. So anyway, so that's my immediate thought. Once more news and more information starts coming out about this movie and about what it's going to be, I think it's interesting that they're polling the audience basically of like, what do you want to happen? I think that's a double-edged sword. I think because no matter what, they're going to pick something and a lot of people aren't going to like that. And they're going to pick something and a lot of people are. And there's going to be controversy. Oh, well, this got picked because of this and not this. You know what I mean? So
I personally wouldn't pick Itchy the Killer. No, I don't think a lot of people would. Like, there's so much other things to tap into. But like, some of the big, and that's why I don't know if it's so, like, I think they're going to go after the big viral topics. It's not even like, it's not that they're just going after creators, because there's a lot of massive creators that they're not working with that would, jump at making stuff. So I think they're still looking at more of the viral product. I think when they start to realize that you connect the two, that's where you'll be really successful. I don't even think that they're there yet.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Curry Barker didn't get like obsession because he was like a big viral social media influencer. Like, he only had like 100,000 subscribers or something like that on his channel when he
was a lot bigger than that.
I think TikTok he was a little above that.
Say we are talking about the Jeff the Killer movie that's coming out.
I remember when I first went and checked out his movie. Yeah, because even now, dude, he's only got 1.6 million on his YouTube. subscribers.
Yeah,
and
but we
that's
don't know
now
but we don't
with
know
a
what
massive movie.
Yeah, but we don't know what platform he concentrates on most. Look at his Instagram, look at his TikTok, look at Facebook. Like you got to look at the big ones. And a million subscribers, nothing to sneeze at on YouTube, I don't think.
He didn't have anywhere close to 1 million before Obsession blew up. Like he's got 1.6 now. Like I'm telling you, it was like less than, like it was only a little over 100,000, I think, when I first went and watched Milk and Cereal, and that was after that movie had gotten like 1 million views.
Well, yeah, but I don't think the subscriber count. Okay, all right, it's a sliding scale, right? Like, yeah, fine. This girl has 15 million subs across the internet. Curry Barker had 500,000, let's say, right? But Milk and Cereal and The Chair exploded, and that's so that's good enough in some cases. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're still going more after the viral topics, the viral content than they are the creators.
Right. It's a combination, I think. Because
I think a lot of it is these creators, like the big creators, they don't need to go to a studio. Like they can make their own shit. Like if they're, like you have Meat Canyon working on his own stuff. You have Wendigoon making their own stuff. Like if you're someone that's got 1 million or more subscribers, you don't need a studio to make something. Right. Like they make enough money. Like you can make a lot of your own stuff. Like it would be more about the level of thing you want to make. But a lot of them are like, why am I going to go and risk a bunch of, like listening basically to what someone else tells me to do when I could just find my own investors if I need it.
Yeah.
Or pay for it myself. Like if you're big enough, so that's why I feel like there's kind of a combination of things going on. I don't think, because if they were just going to go after social media, creators, they would have already done it.
Right. Well,
and you're still not seeing like the big people making stuff.
What do you mean the big people?
Like the big, really like uber famous creators out there. You still don't see them making stuff.
Well, because they don't need to.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm saying, like Dead Meat, right? They're making their own stuff.
I want to join that contest so bad, but now I absolutely can't.
Yeah.
I got to wait till next year, maybe. But yeah, I saw that and I looked at Jay and I was like, you want to do something? This was like right after we wrapped on the waiter too.
Yeah. Cause wasn't it like you had to make a new thing that hadn't.
Yeah. You have to make a new one. Yeah. And it's got to be less than 10 minutes. I could have submitted any of my other shorts, but they're all over 10 minutes. Like Bells is the only one that probably, but Bells, I wouldn't feel comfortable submitting it.
Yeah. And it needs to be horror as well.
Well, Bells is horror.
Yeah. But I'm saying you couldn't, like that new one you did, but that's not horror.
It's not horror. Yeah. And then the new one, the waiter is only like 7-8 minutes, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
We're finishing that up.
But because it's not horror.
Hopefully. But anyway.
Yeah.
So that's
because there's still, I'm telling you, the best stuff is still out there and has yet to get picked up. And I'm just waiting to see. Cause like what is it? The Angel. I don't know. There's a few that I'm like what is the one I was the other day watching?
I don't know.
Like there's quite a bit analog, like some older like viral analog horror series and stuff that would just be perfect to make into a movie that still haven't gotten picked up yet. So I mean, there's like such a deep well of content like that. So like I think we're
Angel Engine.
Angel Engine, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, like Angel Engine would make a fucking crazy cool movie. You could do something insane with that. And I think it will at some point. It'll be either, at the very least, it'll get made into an animated, like an anime. but I would like to see a live action of it.
Yeah.
But
all right.
there's just
Moving
a
on.
lot of like cool shit out there. And there's people constantly creating new stuff too. So
yeah. All right. Moving on. You want to do Crystal Lake?
yeah.
I got that queued up. So Crystal Lake showrunner.
So this is what I was kind of afraid of.
Crystal Lake showrunner promises Pamela Voorhees goes full Friday the 13th in the prequel series. Coming to Peacock this Halloween season, the new prequel series Crystal Lake will tell the origin story of Pamela Voorhees and her young son Jason Voorhees. The franchise, for the first time ever, digging into the mythology before the events of the original Friday the 13th. Does that mean Crystal Lake isn't really a slasher series in the way that Friday the 13th movies are slasher movies? And does Pamela Voorhees do any killing in those earlier years? According to showrunner Brad Caleb Kane, Pam indeed goes full Friday the 13th in the series. I don't know what that actually means. Brad Caleb Kane explains during a panel this week, quote, you watch the first 4 episodes and you go, okay, they are telling a story and there's a little bit of paranoid conspiracy thriller here. And it's a psychological de-evolution or evolution, however you want to put it. Well, those are 2 different things. But where's Friday the 13th? Pam goes full Friday the 13th in this season, and you will see it. That being said, expect something far different than the traditional Friday the 13th movie. That sounds like a contradiction, doesn't it? She's going to go full Friday the 13th. But expect something different from Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I'll tell you what they're saying.
It just sounds like a contradiction off like.
Yeah, but finish reading it and I'll tell you exactly what this is.
Caleb Kane told the crowd at the sneak peek event yesterday, I think the biggest conceptual issue was people know what to expect from a Friday the 13th, or at least they know what a Friday the 13th movie should be. Teens go out to a place, they're having sex and doing drugs, but then they are hunted by Mrs. Voorhees or Jason in the subsequent films. That's not okay. But thankfully, we weren't making a Friday the 13th movie. They are going to make another Friday the 13th movie, which I'm sure will be Friday the 13th to the max. But this was called Crystal Lake, and we're doing a story about the town and a prequel about Jason's mom, and it was really fresh snow. Okay, sorry, Mr. Wonderful. That doesn't bode well for boobs. Quote, we could build it however...
won't be. I doubt there'll be boobs in it.
We could build it however we wanted, the showrunner continues, and feeling ownership for the franchise as a longtime fan and lover of it, truly diehard lover, I kind of knew what I wanted to see as a grown-up Friday the 13th fan. As somebody who these movies opened doors for me and opened my eyes, and I was thrilled watching them with 1,000-seaters full of people yelling at the screen, but I also grew up a little bit and became interested in other films and other themes in films, and I wanted to bring all of that cinema love to my love for Friday the 13th. Okay, all episodes of Crystal Lake premiere October 15th on Peacock. The series follows single mother Pam Voorhees, who has been unable to shake her grief after her young, sickly son Jason tragically drowned in the town lake almost a year before. When 2 strangers arrive at Pam's door, digging into her past, a disturbing chain of events is set into motion, leaving the townspeople of Crystal Lake wondering just who is Pam Voorhees. Linda Cardellini stars as Pamela Voorhees, a mother who gave up a singing career to raise her special needs child, only to take a dark turn when she loses her son, Jason. Callum Vinson from Chucky's playing young Jason Voorhees in Crystal Lake. Okay, so that's it. So, all right, what does that mean?
So it means that it's not going to be anything like Friday the 13th.
That's what I heard. That's what I read.
Like there is no Jason. Like, maybe eventually in other
but there was no Jason in the original
Jason.
Friday the 13th either. So this is
That's
probably more Friday the 13th than I'm like.
It is. I mean, that's the thing. It is the worst Friday the 13th by far is the original.
It really
and
is.
This is that. And they cannot make one with Jason. Like they can't.
Right.
Maybe in other seasons, but they legally can't. And so like all they're going to do is give you a crazy ass, Pamela Voorhees who's losing her shit. And if it's well written and well done, it could be compelling. It's made by A24, so I'm sure it'll be really well done. But I'm just like, you're going into it. Everybody is going into it wanting to see a Friday the 13th property, and it's just not. It's going to be it's not even going to really be like the original Friday the 13th either, because there was no substance to that movie. There's no real characters. There's no like backstory. There is no substance at all. Like the original movie, it's like the most thin characters that are just at this place that are getting stalked and killed.
Yeah.
Whereas this is going to very much focus into the psyche and everything and show you basically the slow descent into madness of Pamela Voorhees, which if it was a movie, it would be one thing. But like he said, first 4 episodes, which means you're going to see basically no killing, no nothing crazy like that in the first 4.
He's saying he's setting people up to be disappointed.
No, he's
like,
hoping.
Look, you're going to be
he's hoping to prepare people and get people to give it a chance beyond the first 4 episodes. He's basically saying, like, if you want to see blood and guts, you'll get it, but you got to wait a few episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. Tenderloin Stew says it sounds like they're giving it the Bates Motel treatment.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but
the difference with Bates Motel is
there's a lot more.
Yeah, but there was a lot in that first movie. It wasn't a super paper thin, there was a lot already in that about psychology and the descent into madness and character development. Like, it wasn't a very paper thin slasher anyway. Like, Psycho was never built on that. Friday the 13th was built. It's all built on super thin characters, no story. It's just literally a different set of teens being brutally killed, creative kills. That is literally all it is. That's all any of them are.
Yeah.
There's been a couple that have tried to do something a little bit different and added little this and that. But for the most part, it's just a rinse repeat. Like the first one, the only difference is you don't have Jason in the mask, but you're still getting everybody killed, in different brutal ways.
Prop Dude says, I feel like you got 3 episodes to hook people at most. Yeah, unless you're me.
But that's also why I think
you gotta have a good pilot episode. You gotta have a good pilot episode.
But everybody was like, why are they not doing what all the successful shows are doing right now, where they're going back to the 1 episode a week thing? Because all the shows that are having the most success, they're all doing 1 episode a week again. And they're like, why would they just dump all this at the same time? And it's like, that's right there. That's why.
Yeah, that's
because
why.
Because they know that
audience they would get smaller and smaller every episode when
nobody would give it a chance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like their only hope is that it's well written. Like I said, the only hope is that it is so well written and compelling that you can see beyond the having to have Jason. And you know what I mean? But they're gonna have to have some interesting characters. And
Penguin did that.
I just didn't give a fuck. I don't care about Pamela Anderson or Pamela Voorhees. I never did. I don't care about her past and all of that. And so that's why I'm I'm the person that gives shit a chance more than almost anybody. And even I'm I have very little interest in this.
Yeah.
The more I hear about it, the less I'm interested.
Livewired says, it's hard for me to believe Pamela Voorhees is going on several killing sprees without being caught. I'd also be down for a female slasher icon, but Pamela feels too grounded to me.
I think what they'll do is they'll kind of spread out some of the kills. They'll be she gets away with, she maybe kills 1 or 2, one person out of spur of the moment, loses her shit and then kills somebody.
Yeah.
And then gets away with it and then starts to kind of premeditate and goes more on a revenge thing.
B Movie Theater says, I can't judge a show until I see the 6th episode. Why the 6th episode?
What? 6 episodes?
That's a lot.
What if these shows now are 8 episodes?
I was going to say, what if the show's 8 episodes? You're not going to judge or what if the show, what if we went way
the
back
most
in
you
the
get
day?
is 10.
What if we went way back in the day when seasons were 24?
Well, when they were 24, they were 24, I understand a little bit more of going at 6, because you wanted to get at least a little bit into it.
What's up, Diddy?
but they were like 30-minute episodes, 45-minute episodes because with commercials. And so, yeah, you needed to give them at least like a half a dozen episodes to really know if it was going to be for you. But now, I mean, 6 episodes, like most of these, at most, they're 10 episodes.
Tenderloin Stew says Friday the 13th was just a bad Halloween ripoff, at least at first. The only thing that made it stand out was the Tom Savini effects. It was much more graphic than previous slashers.
And that's why I'm like, I just, because like this may end up giving some great payoff once it gets going. But if they take 4 episodes to start showing you some brutal kills,
that's a lot.
I just don't know what they're going to do that's going to keep me wanting to keep watching it.
It's a lot.
Because like it sounds like a drama.
They're going to beat us over the head with how hard it is to be a single mother in the 70s and all the shit that she wanted to do. Like it said, she's a singer, so she wanted to be a singer, but then she got pregnant, and so now
and like a lot of that I can find
probably
interesting.
Deadbeat, so it's not her
there
fault.
Needs to be like some crazy shit that happens. Yeah. So maybe they'll find some other ways to add horror. But I'm like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Friday the 13th like movie, but it needs to be horror. Like nobody's watching Crystal Lake to watch a drama.
Yeah.
So like if it takes them 4 episodes to give you some horror.
John Connor says, I wonder if they will show Mrs. Voorhees also vandalizing Camp Crystal Lake to prevent its opening, not just murder.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just like, dude, they're going to have to spread it out over 8 episodes. Like there's got to be like, it can't just simply be her going on a killing spree. Like I think that's going to probably be like the final, 2 or 3 episodes where it just goes like, I can't imagine more than maybe 2 episodes where she's just completely lost it and is just out for blood. Like to me, that feels like the final 2 episodes at most.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We
will see.
Like they said, like someone said, it sounds like Bates Motel, and that's my guess. And
Bates Motel was good.
Yeah, people love Bates Motel, but the difference with Bates Motel is from the jump. There was murder, there was creepiness, like there was horror right away.
Yeah,
and like the way they're describing this, like it doesn't sound like there's gonna be murder and stuff right away. So
I don't know.
Maybe there'll be other stuff involved, like other people getting killed. Like I don't know. I'm really curious about this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll definitely give it a chance, but I'm just not super excited about it anymore.
All right, we have 36.
Dude, I finally watched.
Hang on. Real quick. We got 37 of you in the chat now, and we got 20 likes on the video. Some of you are being lazy. Stop it.
Like that shit. I finally watched Widow's Bay. Holy crap, it's good.
Like yeah, I keep hearing that. I know.
All the hype is like 100% warranted. It is the best horror series in, I don't even know. Like it's one of the best horror series I've ever seen, period.
I know. I got to watch it.
Because it's like each episode almost feels like a movie. Because like each episode kind of deals, they're like 45 to an hour. But like each episode kind of feels like its own little movie in a way, but yet it all connects and it's all still telling part of the same story. So it's not like an anthology or anything, but it's just each episode kind of focuses on different like cursed like horror elements, like the old hag or like ghost things or like just different cursed, creepy, weird horror shit. And so like there's this even but the way it's written together, it's seamless. Like everything makes sense and all flows together, even though each episode kind of has like a different big bad in a way. Like there'll be a slasher in one episode, but yet it all makes sense and it connects in a way that all logically totally makes sense. And I heard that it was super funny, and so I thought it was like a comedy, and so I thought, okay, yeah, cool, but I'm not a huge Like I like horror comedies, but I'm not like, especially for a series, I'm not just jonesing to go watch a comedy. Like I just not, but it's not. It's actually super, super fucking horror that is also just very funny. Because it's not like jokes so much as it's like quirky characters and funny situational moments. You know, it's that kind of humor. You know, like stuff like that's just like, what the fuck? Like that kind of humor, not as much as the like they're not setting up punchlines and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's definitely not silly.
I gotta get to it.
Like, dude, it's genuinely scary. Like there is some scenes and stuff that are like genuinely scary shit.
So I gotta watch that. I still need to watch Ice Cream Man so that we can talk about it.
So bad, dude.
So we'll talk about do you want to give a brief, like we got 10 minutes. Do you want to give a brief
if you want to hear my thoughts, just go watch my latest video. It's my 10 worst of the year so far. And the final 6 minutes of that 6 or 8 minutes of that video is me just talking about Ice Cream Man. But like I hated it. It's the worst movie. It's the worst movie I've seen in theaters at the very least since Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
That bad?
It might be the worst horror movie I've ever seen.
Did I Know What You Did Last Summer, last year?
Oh yeah, much worse.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because there's at least some elements of that movie where you're like at least feels like they were trying, you know, like certain elements where it feels like they were at least kind of trying. Like this this just feels like completely trying to just take advantage of horror fans and like not even like the only thing this movie does decent at all is that the gore, like special effects are really good.
Did you see where they used AI?
Oh yeah, I did. Keep hearing people saying, "Oh, I didn't notice anything." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like there is some stuff that's very, very apparent, like this little cartoon that all the kids are watching on their phones. It's like, dude, so obviously CGI cartoon. It's like not even
AI
or AI. Sorry, it's not even like I don't know how anybody sees that and isn't immediately like that's just AI. But then there's also a ton of like B-roll and like stuff where you're like they'll show like background people and I'm like there's nobody there. That was all fucking just AI background like people, because there'd be like people just standing there that aren't like they're doing like movements and like yeah, you could CGI that stuff, but a lot of it looks so like ready-made that even if they didn't make it with AI, they got stock footage kind of thing from somewhere that is making it with AI.
Oh my God.
So like, yeah, and even the stuff that's not AI feels AI because it's just so generic. But the one thing is, I was thinking as bad as like it felt very AI looking, I was like, maybe the script is like an AI kind of script. Like, no, not even AI is this bad. Like AI is, I'm telling you, if AI wrote this, it would be better. I promise you. It would be better because there's so many things. Like the part that I hate the most about it is Eli Roth himself in the movie, because he has all these fucking jokes that are so not funny at all. They're actually painful to watch. There's this whole dinner scene with him and his family, and he's constantly trying to say jokes, and you're like, nothing at all about what you're saying is funny. It's so try hard. And that's where I'm like, dude, he definitely wrote this himself. And like, he thinks he is so fucking funny. And like, it's just the least funny shit ever.
Jeez.
It's
all right.
So
well,
bad. There's so much shit.
I'm going to watch it since you're compelling me to watch it. And we're going to talk about it next week. I'm just, I got to find a way that I can watch it where I'm not giving him money. So I gotta figure that out.
It doesn't matter, dude. It came out that he basically did it as a write-off. He got fucking $3 million in tax breaks.
Wow, and made that movie?
Well, supposedly it cost $5 million to make the movie. But he got like $3 million immediately back in tax write-offs.
Damn.
Because of like where he shot it or some shit. I don't know how he pulled it off.
Still, I'm not Even so.
But that's why he made it. Everybody keeps being like, why would he do this? Like, it makes no sense. And it's like,
it sucks,
he's
man.
Taking advantage of people.
That trailer looks so good that we watched. I remember you and I were both excited about that trailer. And it's so disappointing. That's
the entire movie. It's like everything you see the entire story in that trailer.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, but it is as thin as you can possibly imagine. And then it is so repetitive. And it's like crazy. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes or 25 minutes, something like that. But it feels like it feels like 3 hours.
Oh, God.
I was literally kept looking at my watch because it's the same shit. It's like a few minutes in, the kids are already killing people. And you're like, okay. But then that's all that it is. So it's just over and over and over. The kids finding a different victim that you don't know, just some random ass adult, and then killing them in some grotesque way, and then running around, doing, and then the next adult. And it's just that over and over and over. And it's like they were trying so hard to be a Terrifier movie, but Terrifier worse because of Art the Clown. Because Art the Clown is funny, and he's not just murdering people, he's doing crazy shit, and he's constantly like one-upping himself. This doesn't. Like, okay, so the girl's playing jump rope with some dude's intestines, but you don't know who the fuck that person really is. It's just some random adult from the school. It's different when it's like Art the Clown who is torturing this girl who you've spent the most of the movie like getting to know at least somewhat, one of the friends, and so you like at least think of this as a person to some extent. And then he's like torturing her in her bed and then in front of her mom and shit. And like, like that's totally different than some random ass person that they're just scooping the brains out of like an ice cream scoop. Like, yeah, well, I don't know. It's like hard to.
We'll talk in depth
until you see it.
We'll talk in depth next week. John Connor says, "Did it seem like a Cooties ripoff?" Referring to the ice
big
cream
time. Big time.
The movie theater said sort of the same thing.
Like it's blatantly ripping off Cooties, but it doesn't really have any of the interesting story stuff that Cooties did either. And there's definitely no context in this at all. Like it's got nothing to say. It is completely soulless. And that's I think what makes this not work even a little bit, is because it's just like like Jeepers Creepers Reborn, where it is 100% just a cash grab. There is no soul in it Reborn at all. Because like even bad movies, even like, you can feel like the ones that are at least entertaining, you could still feel that there was someone trying, like someone at least was somewhat giving a shit. Like this feels like he did not care at all about even coming close to making something interesting.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got to talk about for the next 4 minutes?
Yeah. What do we have left?
I think we have one other story left, but it's another Crystal Lake story. I couldn't find it on Bloody Disgusting.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I thought you sent me 2 things about Crystal Lake.
No.
I mean, I got something. Okay.
Oh, it just says Crystal Lake twice because it was that quote from Brad Kane, in case that it didn't show that in the article.
Oh.
No, it was the Alexandra Aja story.
Alexandra Aja.
Yeah, Crawl 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it's like the story is talking about who he cast, but the reason I put it is because I think we've even mentioned that they're making a sequel to Crawl, which I'm excited about because I actually loved Crawl.
Crawl was great.
It was, it was a surprisingly good creature feature.
Let me share this.
And actually, Alexandra Aja is one of those surprising filmmakers that you just don't think about him, but he always makes enjoyable movies. Like they're not like, they're not like the most game changer stuff, but they're always exciting. They're always like well made.
Seiya says, have either of you watched Touch Me yet? I have not.
Yes. And I talked about it in a video and you've even commented on that video.
Yeah, Seiya. What's your problem? All right. Alexander Aya's Crawl 2 to star Mason
Aja.
Gooding. What?
Aja. He's French.
Oh, the J is
Aja.
pronounced. Okay. Aja's
Yeah.
Crawl 2 to star Mason Gooding and Emily Rudd. Alexandra Aja, High Tension, The Hills of Eyes, Piranha 3D. Oh, yeah, that's Alexandra Aja. Okay, I know him.
That's what I'm saying. Like he did Mirrors, he did Horns.
Yeah, I didn't like Horns.
Oxygen, which is fucking phenomenal. It's French, so it didn't get as much love, but it's actually super fucking good. Maniac, which is one of the best remakes that no one ever talks about. The one with Elijah Wood. P2. P2. That's what I'm saying. Like his dude, it's like one of the best catalogs, like consistent catalogs for a horror director that no one ever really talks about as like, one of the best working today. But it's just because none of them are necessarily like, they're not like, but they're all like really good and well done and entertaining.
Yeah. Alexandra Aja is keeping with aquatic horror. Not only is the filmmaker tackling Under Paris 2 for Netflix, Aja is also back for the sequel to his 2019 sleeper hit Crawl. What's more is that Crawl 2 has been set to star Mason Gooding and Emily Rudd. The new cast means new story and setting. Crawl 2 will trade a hurricane-ravaged Florida to a partially submerged New York City. Plot details beyond that remain scarce, of course, but the new setting brings the alligator in the sewer's urban legend and 1980s alligator to mind. Andrew Deutschman and Jason Pagan, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, wrote the script, as did Aja and Gregory Levasseur. Released in 2019, Alexander Aja's Crawl put Kaya Scoldelario, good God, up against a Category 5 hurricane and a pack of hungry alligators. And the thrilling mix of action and suspense horror proved to be a hit with audiences at the box office. On a $13 million production budget, Crawl scared up over $91 million worldwide, with sequel talks beginning almost immediately. Craig Flores, Sam Raimi, and Aja are producing. Levasseur and Zainab Azizi will executive produce. There you go. Zainab Azizi will executive produce. So cool. Yeah, that looks interesting. Crawl was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but did it say who he? It said you read who he casted, right?
Yes. Yes.
Mason Gooding. Yeah.
Mason Gooding and Emily Rudd.
Yeah.
Saya says, I have ADHD.
That's exciting.
No defense.
I was just totally messing with you. I was just totally giving you a hard time. But yeah, I think Mason Gooding is actually a really good actor. Like I really enjoy it. Like I really liked him in Hard Eyes. He was great in Scream. Like he's the best part of Scream, especially the most recent Scream. So
Tenderloin Stew says, new story. That's what they should have done with Jaws sequels instead of having a second shark attack. Amity.
Well, yeah, but back in the day, it's only a new thing where people are finally starting to realize, like, oh, hey, if we're making a sequel, we should probably do something new.
Yeah.
Because, like, back in the day, it was like if you made a sequel, just reran it. You just ran it back. I mean, they made how many Friday the 13th before they did anything different at all? It was like just the same thing over and over and over for like 7 years, right? Wasn't it like 6 years? I think it was like every year for like the first 6 years of the 80s. And it was just always the exact same thing over and over and over.
Until Jason X.
No, they started to do some different stuff with Jason Goes to Hell and even.
Okay, I guess. But
even part 7.
I don't know. I'm not a big.
But even the one with Corey Haim, which is 5. No, 5 is when they started changing things up. So the first 4, they don't change anything. And then 5 is the one where they have, it's not even actually Jason. You find out at the end it was that paramedic's dad or whatever the fuck. Or that kid's dad, the paramedic. It's stupid. It's convoluted. But at least it did something different.
There's Jobit. What's up, Jobit?
Jason Takes Manhattan is the same thing. It's just simply on a boat for a lot of it.
Isn't that Friday the 13th 5 though? I thought that was 5. I thought
no,
Manhattan
that's Jason
5.
Takes Manhattan. That's
what I said.
No, that's 6. Fuck, I don't know. Like they get because
I don't know either. That's
Jason Goes to Hell is part 8, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's fucking 12 Friday the 13th, so it's hard to like.
I like Friday the
get them all
13th.
in line.
I like Friday the 13th 3
Me too.
and the 2009 remake. Like those are the two Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but I also really like the one where he comes back as like the zombie. That one's probably the best of the OGs in my opinion.
Yeah, those are the three that I like.
I think that's 6.
That I like. And then 6. Obviously
he gets
Never
like
Hike Alone.
zapped by the thunder by the lightning bolt on that rod, and he comes back as the zombie.
That's 3.
No, it's not. That's 6, I believe. Because
the dude is. It's
part 4 is Corey Haim. Part 4 is Corey Haim. Part 5 is the one where the EMT ends up being the actual killer. Part 6 is the one where Zombie Jason, I think. No, part 3 is the first one where he gets a mask. And that's with the bikers, the motorcycle bikers
right.
and shit.
Yes. Okay, so I am right. 3, I like Nightmare 3, and I like
3 is great because it's the first time where he gets the real mask.
I like Friday the 13th 3 and the 2009 remake.
A lot of people hate on Friday the 13th 3, but I actually agree. I really like 3. 3 is the one I've probably watched the most. I don't know what it is about it, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's cheesy, but they're all cheesy.
Yeah, well, I liked it. All right, we got to get out of here.
I mean, even the remake was 2008 or whatever was cheesy as fuck.
I mean, it was cheesy, but it was It was.
That's what I'm saying. They're all cheesy.
Yeah,
but like.
Yeah,
I really liked that version of Jason, like him using different weapons and him running and like being a fucking savage. Like I thought it was so cool. There's so many like really badass shots of Jason in that one, like of him just standing, like the one where like the shot where they're in the water swimming and you just see him on the shore, and then all of a sudden an arrow goes through the girl's eye.
Yeah, it's great.
Like that is so
Manhattan is Friday the 13th 8. Okay, great. I have no idea which ones are which.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta.
So I did have it right. You had it right.
Look at that. You had it right. I fucked it up. You had it right. All right.
And Jason Goes to Hell is part 9, right? Or is that 7?
I don't know. We gotta go. I gotta go.
I know. I gotta go.
So all right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is a good stream. A lot better than me trying to stream from a fucking hotel room. So I'm really
and I did a podcast. I recorded a podcast last night with Scare Talk. So I'll be posting a link to it when it so keep Ghost Pirate all on my socials and whatever. I'll post a link to it when it goes out. But I'm this week and like next week, so 2 different podcast episodes with Scare Talk. I was up to like 3 a.m. shooting those with them. So yeah,
we'll share.
They're on YouTube and Spotify, but they're actually here in town. That's how we ended up connecting. Like they're a pretty big podcast, but they like realized I was in Sacramento and they're like, whoa, what? And so they hit me up.
Nice. Mr. Wonderful DJ, if you find the time, see the movie titled Why Don't You Play in Hell? Okay, I will do that, Mr. Wonderful. I will add it to the list. I promise. All right, guys, we're out of here. Join us next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 1 a.m. over there in the UK, and whatever time it is in Aussie land. Next Wednesday, right here on YouTube, Death Rattle Podcast. We love you guys. Bye.